Hopelessness. It's a disturbing place to be. It is a condition nobody wants to be in, yet some of us find ourselves stuck in hopelessness. This often happens when we face problems in life that are just too terrible and inexorable to deal with. Herpes is one such terrible challenge to deal with. People suffering from herpes have to undergo not only physical and mental difficulties, but also the social suffering. The blisters and the constant outbreaks are itself enough of a problem, but they also have to face the social stigma and the mental trauma of having herpes. Add to that antivirals prescribed by doctors that do nothing except cost thousands of dollars every year, and you're told you have to take them your entire life. People with herpes have long been waiting for an effective herpes cure so that they can finally have their normal life back. Until now, this wait has been fruitless. It's only given them disappointment. Some still have their faith intact, while others have just lost it. And for them, this constant disappointment turns into hopelessness, which affects every aspect of their life. It simply kills the very essence of life. The onset of hopelessness in the mind gives rise to clouds of negativity, and life doesn't seem enjoyable anymore. But your hopelessness is about to end today. And for those of you who have been persistently hopeful, your patience is going to be rewarded. Yes, people, there is an effective way to get rid of herpes. We have created it after 8 years of painstaking research, study, and experimentation. During the initial couple of years, we were also not getting any results, and hopelessness was slowly coming into our team. Every bright prospect was turning into darkness. Well, we knew it was tough to continue, but we kept patience. We moved from regions to regions, plains to the mountains, countries to countries in our quest. Things started to happen. Leads turned into positive indications. Here we are today, with a bright smile, hoping to give your face a bright smile too. Therefore, folks, no matter how tough the times are that you are stuck in, don't let hopelessness creep into your head. Take a deep breath, keep moving forward every time you feel hopelessness is engulfing you. And for a long time, people had no option but to be dependent on antivirals just to hide the blisters and the outbreaks. And these antivirals like acyclovir and Valtrex and others did nothing apart from only partially suppressing the outbreaks. Such drugs were not just a pain in the wallet, but a huge burden on the body because these heavy drugs cause severe side effects. Kidney failure, nausea, insomnia, and yes, liver cancer are just a few side effects due to long-term usage of these drugs. Also, some people taking these antivirals had simply no effect on their outbreaks or blisters because their body had become resistant to these antivirals due to consumption over a long period of time. Still, people had to keep taking them because there's no other alternative. But not now. There had been several attempts to find a better, natural system to cure herpes in the last few years, and we are glad to tell you that finally an effective natural treatment method for herpes has been created. This treatment method is totally natural, and it's going to eradicate your herpes sufferings forever. But before going into the details of this naturally evolved herpes treatment, let us talk about something that has been getting a lot of pop these days. There's been a lot of buzz lately about the natural, organic way of living. Herbal and holistic approaches are being appreciated, and natural products are being used from diet to treatment. And they've become really popular, and where medical science has failed, they have prevailed. More and more people are embracing it, and it is showing promising and positive results. But amidst all the noise about the natural, organic, and holistic way of curing diseases, do you know that there's a complete medical science based on natural, herbal, and a holistic way of leading life? Do you know that this natural medical science has existed since prehistoric times? You might be surprised and even appalled to know this, but it's 100% true. This centuries-old medical science focuses on eliminating the root cause of the problem, unlike allopathy and Western-backed medical science, which is all about taking a pill and suppressing the problem. This classical medical science was the foremost to declare that for a healthy, living good diet, proper exercise and rest are non-negotiable terms. This has become a universal fact now, and no one can disregard this principle of life. It is this medical science that gave the world the gift of yoga and many other basic health principles. If you're unable to figure out what I'm talking about, it is Ayurveda. Ayurveda. It's not limited to being only a medical science or treating diseases. It's a way of living life that gives importance to prosperity and growth in all these dimensions of life, mental, physical, and spiritual. Ayurveda is as old as human civilization and most of the other medical sciences, including TCM, traditional Chinese medicine, homeopathy, Unani, and ancient Roman medicine, and many others. They've been developed by people who studied Ayurveda and then on its principles evolved in their own medical science suited to their region and environment. Ayurveda is so outstanding that it is sad to see modern medical sciences not being able to take benefits from it. Big pharma companies dominating the modern medical sciences are too busy selling drugs and collecting profits, and they don't want to see a natural system like Ayurveda flourishing and decreasing the dependence of the general public on their pills. But with the evolution of internet and along with it its information processing, Ayurveda is gaining widespread reach and popularity. Till 30 years ago, big pharmas and their experts called Ayurveda pseudo-medical science, but when Ayurveda cured severe chronic health conditions like diabetes, hypertension, and typhoid, which were untreatable by modern medical science, they had no option but to accept it with folded hands. We first encountered Ayurveda in our research to find an effective herpes cure. During our initial years of research, when everything was failing, it was Ayurveda that lit our faces. We heard about a certain research in Germany pertaining to Ayurveda, and this is where it grabbed our eyeballs. We traced its roots to India. We went straight away there. Only a few days into Ayurveda, we started to get positive leads, found a lot of reference in Ayurveda pertaining to STDs. We went to the major locations rich in Ayurvedic herbs, like the Himalayas and the Nilgiris region of India, where herbs like Hypericum mysorins, Tulsi, and Neem showed good herpes fighting potential. We traveled place to place and shortlisted 40 odd herbs that showed good potential against the herpes virus. We finally had enough material and resources to create an effective herpes treatment program. We also looked for some modern research work on each of these individual herbs and found good inputs. We combined the wealth of Ayurveda with the validation of modern researches to create an effective herpes treatment program. You can read more about our journey on our journey page. Once we had our combination of herbs ready, we decided to test, and the results were the final sign that our pursuit was complete. Out of 300 odd people who used our treatment, 283 got rid of their herpes problems completely. This treatment method has been created by incorporating only natural elements like plants, tree barks, roots, all in raw form. There's no processing or chemicals involved because we want people to get the very best, and herbs, after processing, lose their efficiency to a good extent. Therefore, we kept it 100% organic and natural. This treatment has been named HerpoVeda by our team as a tribute to Ayurveda. When we were looking to create a herpes cure, our goal was to create a treatment method that did the following tasks efficiently. 1. Inhibit and deactivate the herpes virus. 2. Detoxify the body of toxic antivirals and their side effects. 3. Strengthen the immune system, which has been weakened by herpes and other factors. HerpoVeda has been formulated specially to meet these 3 standards, which are important for dealing with and destroying herpes. That is why it works so well for herpes patients. People no longer are going to have to be hopeless about life after herpes. They have something now that is effective, natural, and research-backed. HerpoVeda is the best herpes treatment program to date, and when you apply it the way it is supposed to be applied, you'll see its power firsthand. Let us allow nature to heal us. In this age, when health is being compromised by so many factors, we need to self-educate ourselves so that we can avoid unnecessary sufferings and health problems. Let us move towards nature, towards originality, and towards what we really are and supposed to be. So thank you for listening to us, and we hope this will help in many ways to rectify your health. Also, if you want to talk to our doctors, you can drop us an email anytime.